Hi, it's Mike Zawatsky with Unique Photo. For the past decade, Canon has been the king of point-and-shoot digital cameras, and the new PowerShot S100 is no exception. It's the successor to the vastly popular S90 and S95 cameras, but offers some nice improvements. The first being a 12-megapixel CMOS sensor. It offers a 5x zoom instead of a 3.3, offers 1080p HD recording instead of 720, and improved construction and ergonomics, including the grip on the back for your thumb, and this small bar that makes a big difference when trying to use the camera with one hand. But perhaps it isn't the best point-and-shoot camera anymore. Fuji has a brand new camera called the Fuji X10.
So here I have the Fuji X10. It's the Fuji X100's little brother, and though I think Mike is right with his reasoning thinking that Canon's the king of point-and-shoots, I think its reign is over. This camera has a larger sensor, a faster lens, and a viewfinder, which you don't find on many point-and-shoot cameras.
Today we're going to be in Hoboken, New Jersey with these two cameras, the S100 and the X10. We're going to have a little shootout, and we're going to see who the king of point-and-shoot cameras really is. Hey, we're back from our shootout with the Canon PowerShot S100 and the Fujifilm X10. We're going to give you our final thoughts on the cameras. Here's what I really like about the Canon PowerShot S100. First is the size. Unlike a lot of the other higher-end point-and-shoots out there, the S100 is a true pocket-sized camera. And for a camera this small, it pumps out high-resolution, low-noise images. And when you're shooting RAW, you can even outperform some Micro Four Thirds cameras in terms of dynamic range. The next would be the operation and the ergonomics. You can see there's a small rubber rest for your thumb right there, and this bar in the front makes it very easy to use the camera with one hand. And unlike a lot of other point-and-shoots and even DSLR cameras, the menus on the S100 are very direct and easy to get the hang of. The video quality is also very high, shooting 1080p full HD video. There's also a very cool super slow motion video and movie digest mode. And in movie digest mode, it takes a short 3-second clip each time you press the shutter. And next would be some of the creative filters. There's a fisheye effect, sepia, HDR, miniature, and toy camera. And those are kind of fun too. And the last thing would be the 24mm equivalent wide-angle lens. When you're zoomed out all the way, you have a fast f2 aperture and a super wide angle.
Firstly, what I liked about the Fuji X10 is its construction. It feels well built in your hand and not plasticky like most point-and-shoot cameras. It features a large LCD screen, which is both bright and vivid, and like I said before, it has an optical viewfinder, which is few and far between these days. And to boot, it's actually accurate. It features a fast, sharp lens, which outperforms the S100, and stays at f2.8 even fully zoomed, which is impressive. It has full HD video capabilities and other features like super slow-mo, which will impress your friends. One of its biggest advantages it has over its competitors is its large sensor, which performs well even under low light conditions. Something that actually took us by surprise was its fill flash, which works well and was actually flattering.
Overall, I think the Canon S100 is an awesome camera, but there are a few things that I think are not so great about it. The first being the lens. 5x zoom is nice, but when fully extended, the aperture slows all the way down to 5.9, making it almost useless in low light indoors. Now, I wouldn't mind this as much if the flash made up for it, but in the case of the S100, it really doesn't. For a camera in this category, the flash just isn't adequate. It's too harsh, and even when dialed down, it doesn't look natural and it doesn't do a good job filling in shadows. Now, another thing is the battery life. It's rated at 200 shots, and while most point-and-shoots will outlast their rated battery life, the S100 doesn't. And this is further hindered when you're trying to use the GPS tagging feature, which is really nice for those who do want to add GPS coordinates to their photos. If you're going to use the camera this way, an extra battery is an absolute necessity.
In terms of cons, the Achilles heel of the Fuji X10 is its frustrating interface. It definitely requires a learning curve and some patience to get better images. The other thing is that it's not exactly pocket-friendly. Although it may be portable, it's not as portable as the Canon S100. Physically, I wasn't in love with the need for a lens cap on a point-and-shoot camera, because once you lose that, there goes your protection for your lens. The other thing I was missing was a designated on-off switch, which happens to be on the lens, and I often found that to be stubborn sometimes. And although it does feature many helpful EXR modes, I often found them to be impractical. So ultimately, the Fuji X10 might be a little bulky and quirky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's a great option for photo enthusiasts who are looking for more out of point-and-shoot cameras.
And the bottom line with the S100 is that while it doesn't produce quite as high quality images or have as many features as the X10, it's a great option for someone who's looking for a truly pocket-sized camera that produces very high quality images. I'm Mike, this is Nick. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out more of our videos and reviews at blog.uniquephoto.com.
Woo-woo-woo! Wow, wow, wow! This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Says you, Canon.
Oh yeah, take this, Fuji. On 10, draw. 1, 2,
10.
10. Oh!